You know, we're just swimming in information these days. Every single second we get hit with new headlines, new videos, new data points. It's a constant stream of noise. So the real question is, how do we find the signal? How do we even begin to find the truth?
I mean, really think about it. How do you sort fact from fiction? How can you be sure what you're seeing is real when just about anyone can create a totally convincing fake? This isn't just some abstract idea, it's one of the most essential skills we need to have right now.
Because let's be honest, the modern information landscape is, well, it's a tangled web. We're not just dealing with simple mistakes or misinformation anymore. Now we're up against incredibly sophisticated deepfakes and huge coordinated disinformation campaigns that are designed from the ground up to fool us. So here's the paradox, right? It's not like we're short on information. We're practically drowning in it. But what we're really missing is clarity. And that situation has created this urgent need for a structured, verifiable way to get to the truth that's so often hidden right there in plain sight. And that brings us to the discipline that was built for this exact challenge, OSINT. You've probably heard the term thrown around, but what is it really? Because understanding this is a total game changer.
At its heart, OSINT, open source intelligence, is the art and science of turning publicly available info into credible, actionable intelligence. And that's the key part. It's open to anyone. This isn't about hacking into secret systems or using spy gadgets. It's about knowing where to look and, even more importantly, how to look.
And don't think this is some new internet fad. Nope. OSINT's roots go way back to the 1940s, when a group called the Foreign Broadcast Information Service would meticulously analyze foreign newspapers and radio signals. Today, that exact same spirit is alive and well, but the tools have gone from radio receivers to laptops, empowering these incredible civilian groups like Bellingcat to do world-class investigations from their own desks.
And the impact is just immense. As one analysis put it, these groups have become the biggest nightmare for anyone trying to hide the truth. So yeah, this is a lot more than a hobby. It's a really powerful force for transparency in the world. So how does this all actually work? You might be surprised to find out that some of the most powerful OSINT techniques use tools you already know, just in a much, much smarter way. So let's open up the Digital Detectives Toolkit.
Okay, this is the foundation. Forget just typing a question into a search bar. These advanced operators, sometimes people call them Google dorks, are like super specific search commands. They let you perform surgical strikes for information. Want to find only the PDF files on one specific website? There's a command for that. It's all about precision. And just look at what that precision can dig up. These are real-world examples of how investigators find things that were absolutely never meant to be public. We're talking unintentionally leaked documents, exposed login pages, even entire directories of sensitive files. It all just comes down to knowing the right combination of commands to ask exactly the right questions. Now, beyond just searching for text, one of the most fascinating parts of OSINT is geolocation, pinpointing exactly where a photo or video is taken. It's a really meticulous process. You start by pulling out hidden data from the file itself, then you cross-reference clues you find with social media posts, and finally, you use satellite imagery to confirm landmarks. Sometimes it even means collaborating with entire online communities to solve the puzzle. And the real-world applications for this are huge. I mean, we're talking about coordinating disaster relief by verifying photos from the ground, or helping law enforcement track down fugitives. And maybe most critically in our age of disinformation, it's used to prove whether that viral video actually happened, where and when people claim it did. But here's the thing, and this is probably the most important point of all. Having the tools is only half the battle. Because the most powerful tool in any investigation isn't a search engine. It's the human mind. Think about it. The tools, the search engines, the databases, they just give you a mountain of raw data. The real skill is turning that raw data into actual intelligence. It's about having the critical thinking to question a source, the patience to verify every single claim, and the ethical framework to do it all responsibly. And that ethical framework, it's completely non-negotiable. Without it, the whole practice just loses all its credibility. At the end of the day, responsible OSINT is about finding the truth, not about violating people's privacy. This is the code that takes OSINT from just a simple search to a professional discipline. It means an investigator always has to ask, is this action necessary? Is my method proportionate to my goal? This is what separates a professional from, well, a casual snooper.
So where is all this headed? The world of OSINT is always changing. It's basically a constant arms race between those who want to find information and those who are trying to hide it.
And right now, experts see two main paths forward. In one future, the tools get smarter, AI helps with the heavy lifting, and this kind of intelligence becomes more accessible to everyone. But there's also a darker scenario, a world where the tools are fragmented and complex, and the best resources are locked behind expensive paywalls, shutting out independent researchers and journalists. But, no matter which path we go down, the core takeaway is going to be the same. Technology will always just be a tool. It serves up the data. It's the dedicated, skilled, and ethical human analyst who connects the dots, verifies the facts, and ultimately provides the truth. Which kind of leaves us with one last big question to think about. As artificial intelligence gets better and better at crunching data, does that make our uniquely human skills, critical thinking, ethical reasoning, deep investigation, more valuable than they've ever been before?